Hello, Winging World. It's Johnny. I've been working on a new song. I don't want to reveal what it's about yet because I'm hoping that it'll be a surprise. I'm hoping it'll be something that people really dig. This is part of what it sounds like so far. So that's cool. I'm trying to so I've got this synth happening that's kind of got like a harpsichord sound to it. I'm trying to give it like not an actual like classical feeling to it, but what I want is kind of like a taste of Victorian Gothic, like chamber quartet. So that kind of. So that's how that came about. Anyway, but the part I'm working on right now at this moment is this part here. I've got a really like thick like bass synth that comes in. Which is cool, but what's happening is that the beat that's playing at the moment, which is this one right here, it kind of thins out because the bass frequencies come in, and then that kick that's happening. Whoops, wrong one. So the bass frequencies from the synth are essentially canceling out some of the kind of fun, lower, like booming notes that's happening when the kick happens. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and bolster it with an additional layer. So what I'm going to do here, I don't know if you can see this. You might be able to see it though. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take this this sequence that I have with the bass synth on it, and on that one I'm going to actually add an additional kick. That way what happens is, like, during the rest of the song, when that bass synth is not playing, that additional like supportive kick layer doesn't play. But then when it gets to where that bass synth is at, the kick will be bolstered by an additional kick layer. Now the trick here is that I don't want to drown out the bass synth that's happening, but I do want to bring out the kick that's happening on the other layer. So it sounds complicated. It's actually super easy. I'm not doing anything like mind-blowing right now. Right now what I'm looking for is a bass kick sample. See, like, you see how that one kind of like, it's kind of got some reverb to it, and it kind of like echoes off and it trails off. So I'm going to actually start with that because I like the way it but I might end up cutting off some of the wavelength here. Let me show you what I'm talking about. One sec. Alright, so this is the bass kick sample that I'm thinking about, right? And you can hear it how it kind of like trails off a little bit. So what I'll probably end up doing is I'll match it up to, what layer was it? This one. Okay, so I'll match it up to this kick right here. This is the kick that's playing during the beat. Right? It's already got some pretty good heft to it, but like I said, I want to bolster it. I want to make it bigger during that bass part so that you can kind of like feel it more. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go in here. I'm going to copy all of these notes, and then I'm going to go back to this bass line, and I'm going to put those notes here in this new sample that I just put. And then when this synth kicks on, when it activates rather, then this new sample will also be activated. And I'm hoping that'll do the trick. I'll have to EQ them and balance them out so that one isn't super powerful and drowns anything out. And then I'll balance it. I might need to cut off some of the wavelength here so that because I like the way it like kind of decays. But I don't think I'll need the whole echoey reverb tail, so I might actually like cut that off. So yeah. So that's how you do it. Check back with me in a couple seconds, and maybe we'll see if it sounds good. Alright, we're back. It's a few minutes later, and I think I've got it narrowed down. Now, this is the crazy thing about adding layers, and especially when you're working with sometimes with like bass frequencies and whatever. This is the same track. This is the additional layer muted, and then this is it brought in. So it probably doesn't sound too much different, and to a casual listener, it probably doesn't sound different at all. But it is. But it is. And this is one of those funny, like, musical things that happens on the production side, where it's like you have layers and you have frequencies and you have stuff happening all the time that nobody hears, but it does make the song better. I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. I'm not explaining it very well, but it's kind of like temperature. When you change the temperature in your house only by a couple of degrees, it is a difference, even if it doesn't necessarily feel different. And I know you know what I'm talking about. But this is one of those moments where it's like the song needed something extra, very subtle, very small. And I didn't EQ anything yet. I didn't mix it down, so I still have to get all the levels and the volume and whatever to sit nice. Yeah, and then that'll be it. And I'm really hoping that this beat will be done. What I'll do is, like, I'll probably do a little bit more EQ. I'll probably mix it down. And then I'll leave it alone for a little while and go work on something else, come back and listen to it and see if there's anything else that jumps at me. But I think the song is almost done, and I'm hoping that people really like it. Anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about for today. I hope you guys have a awesome rest of the day.